The long run. What comes to mind when somebody says to you, long run? Maybe torture, working hard, training, marathon, not fun. All those different things can flood through your mind when people say long run. But what if I told you by the end of today's video, you'll have an amazing toolkit to make those long runs fun and to make it a little bit more easygoing on your body. Hiya. Yeah, so today, the plan for today is to take you along with my long run and give you a really good toolkit of things you need to know to make your runs as fun as possible. So yeah, all I'm doing today is I'm just going out for a 26-kilometer run, which I think is about 16 miles. But yeah, obviously I'm training for my marathon at the moment, which is why I'm out here working hard. All I'm doing today is I'm doing sections at my marathon pace. So it's 5k easy, 5k marathon pace, 5k easy, 5k marathon pace. And just keep doing that for the entire distance of the run. But we'll come on to why that's so important later on in the video. Okay, so I'm just coming up to my first section at marathon pace, just about on 4.9k at the moment, and I'm going to be doing it from 5 to 10 kilometers. It's going to be at my marathon pace, which obviously I talked about in my first video of the series, which I'm going to leave in the top right hand corner, so you can go check that out so you know what I'm doing and what my goals are for this. My pace at the moment is around 7-12 minute Ks. Okay, here we go, 5k, here we go. So that was 5k in 36:01. So that's just my nice, steady, easy pace. Kit check for today. I've got the Nike Turbo 2s on, Pegasus Turbo 2s. Got a video on that, go check that out as well. I'll link that above right now. Got the Nike, I don't even know what you call these, Nike shorts, the tight shorts, which you see like the elite men wearing in the marathon. Got a park run t-shirt on. They're very, very breathable, very moisture wicking, and they're quite cheap as well. So when you get to your milestones, you can get one of these. Garmin 935 on, very good watch. I got a vest on with some water and gels, a hat, aftershocks, GoPro Hero 7, and yeah, that's everything I've got for today. I will check in once again at around 10k. I'll see you in a bit. Take me far away in the dark. Only you can show me how to come alive. I feel shivers down my spine. I've been waiting for a long time. So I need to make you mine. Think I want you in my bloodline. I feel shivers down my spine. I've been waiting for a long time. So I need to make you mine. Think I want you in my bloodline. In my bloodline. That's 10k up in 102.57, and now, I could drop the pace. It's really, really tough doing these sections at marathon pace when you're trying to build your endurance, but trying to get your body used to running so quick for such a long time. Catch my breath, and then I'm gonna take you through some tips for your long runs. See you in a bit. Okay then guys, so tip number 1, slow down. People go out on their long runs too quick because they feel good at the start. You're always gonna feel good at the start of a long run. There's no possible way anyone, no matter how elite you are, how many marathons you've done, you can't predict how you're gonna feel in the last 5k of that run. It could be a good day and you can feel absolutely fine, or it could be a bad day and then you're really gonna suffer the consequences. And then that's when you get this idea in your head that long runs aren't fun. But if you actually just go a little bit easier, slow down, and you're gonna enjoy the long run a lot more. So don't go out being really ambitious and try and do things which you've never done before. Tip number 2 is take more gels and water than you think you're gonna need. Now, this is a bit like tip number 1. You don't know how you're gonna feel later on. You may feel really energy depleted, and therefore you're gonna need to take on more gels. Make sure you choose the right gels as well. Like good one, maybe get some isotonic gels, like the SIS Science and Sport isotonic gels. I'll show you a picture of that up on the screen now. Yeah, it's the same with water as well. Could be a really hot day, and what would usually be an easy distance for you and you can go without water, you may be really dehydrated, and then you're going to be in a problem because you're going to be possibly out in the middle of nowhere depending on your route, and then you're going to be in a real sticky situation. So yeah, just make sure you plan well and take plenty of fluids with you. Tip number 3 is don't increase your long run distance by any more than about 3k every week. Now this is all back down to the 10% rule, which I was talking about earlier on in the year. I've got a video on that which I'll link above or down below. And yeah, this is absolutely key to be able to run without getting injured. It's a really common mistake for people to get overconfident and end up getting into the training and then later on just you get shin splints or something, or stress fracture, the worst case scenario there. But yeah, I've had shin splints in the past, and it's all because I got overconfident, bit cocky, and did too much. And then you go back to square one, and it's actually a lot quicker. It sounds crazy, but the slower you increase your miles, the quicker you're going to run later on, and the sooner you're going to get there, because you're not going to have as many setbacks. I'm not going to say this won't happen, because when you run distances like a marathon, injuries happen because it's a crazy distance, 42 kilometers, 26 miles, and you can't avoid it sometimes. But yeah, just by focusing on getting that, increasing it by no more than 3k, plus having a recovery week where you drop down the intensity, is really going to ensure that you can go injury free and make the runs that little bit more enjoyable. Okay, so this is the one where I go wrong the most. Don't focus on the distance in the early stages of the run. Now this is going to absolutely drive you insane, because when you're running, like for example, I'm out here today, I'm doing 16 miles, 26 kilometers, and that's a bloody long way. And to especially focus on each K as it comes, it's gonna make you go mad, and that's when things like hitting the wall happen. And it's all that mindset which changes what is and isn't possible for your body. But what you can do to take your mind away from things is split your long runs up into sections, and you can do this by doing maybe 5k easy, a 5k marathon pace, or half marathon pace. Takes your mind away from it a bit more, because rather than just constantly running at the same easy pace, which is going to take hours, having those sections at marathon pace or half marathon pace, it's going to make it go a little bit quicker, and then you take each stage as it comes. A bit like people focus on objects in the distance, work to that, then pick another one. It's the same with this. Or it could be, as you first get started, something like 8k easy, 2k marathon pace, 8k easy, 2k marathon pace, depending on your distance. That may make it a little bit easier for you. I just can't deny giving me the best high. My body's shaking every time. Tip number 5 for today is make sure you eat before you go out on your long runs. People often make the mistake of not eating, and they think that if they eat, they're going to get stitch and it may come straight back up. But just eat 1 hour to 30 minutes before you go out, and then sit still, don't move for about 30 minutes or so before you go out. Now, when you think about it, it sounds crazy for you to not eat before you go out, because you're running a long way and your stomach's on empty and you're going to have no energy from the word go, which is not great at all. So make sure that you take in a good meal, maybe some porridge or overnight oats or something, just to make sure that you've got plenty of fuel in your body before you actually go out onto the run. And finally, tip number 6 is listen to your body. This is the most common one. It sounds like the most obvious and everybody says it, but nobody really does it, because if they're following a training plan, they stick to it too much. But what I mean by that is that if a training plan says to do something, they do it no matter how they're feeling. Like if their legs are feeling too tight or they've got a bit of niggles here and there, they think, oh no, my training plan says to do it, so I'm going to go out and do it anyway. And that's the biggest mistake ever. So I think I saw it on a Strava Instagram post once saying, if you're not feeling good, stop, walk home. And I think they called it the walk of pride, which is basically going home and living to fight another day or run another day or whatever you're doing. And that's such a key thing to do, because it's just a different way to look at it, rather than just saying I gave up or wasn't good enough or whatever. Just call it the walk of pride and go home and I take a few weeks off and take it as just the learning curve, all part of running, rather than just putting yourself down for it or just keep working through it. So then guys, just about to go through 15k, got about 60 meters left, and then I've got yet another section at marathon pace, and still feeling good. Cardio feels a little bit worn out, probably after a tough week of training, but here we go, just passing through 15k, 1:39.04. Not too bad. Okay, better start speeding up. Time for some marathon running. When everything comes crashing down behind your door, when I hear the sound, you say the word and I'll stay the night. You wouldn't text if you moved on. 20k in 2:05.35. Oh, I'm back to easy pace. Slightly out of breath after that, but legs still feeling alright, not too bad at all. Just got about 6k left of running, but happy with this so far today, guys. Let me know how your training's going, what you're up to, and we can get in touch and talk about it. On my way, lost, struggling to make the top. A slipping grip can't hold me up. It's the game of life we play. When I finish the run, I'll put the stats up on the screen, so you can go have a look at that. And of course, my Strava page is down in the details below, so go give me a follow, so you can go follow along with what I'm doing, and I can check out your running as well. Obviously lactic acids are sitting in place now because of the speeding up and slowing down rather than just staying at one solid pace all the time. Makes it a little bit more difficult, which hopefully will make it easier on race day. But we shall soon see. So that will conclude today's video. So if you liked today's video, please hit that like button down below and hit that subscribe button as well. And leave a comment down below so I know you've been the one to subscribe, and I'll give you a comment personalised sent by me just to give you a little bit of a thank you. I really hope you found something useful out of today's video and you'll take something away from it to make your long runs even easier so you can go out and enjoy them and get the best results out of your training. But until I see you this time next week, bye!